You need a car? I got you. Words of the Auto Monsters. Bad credit, first-time buyers. So what? You've had a repo. Auto Monster has guaranteed credit approval program.
312-560-7090.
That's what's up. Let me turn that down, Tom. There we go. Hola to the people. Hey, guys. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
We are live. Look at him, man. He is so ready. He is on 10. It's all in this man.
Yeah.
Welcome, you guys. Welcome aboard. The mic up. I always have to readjust the mic or some kind of way just to get comfortable. Thanks for joining, hanging out with us on IntellectualRadio.com. We'll be here tonight until 11 o'clock. This usually happens every other Monday. So that's like 2 Mondays. Every other Monday, we're in here live. The mic up is the program, typically to put it out there. Whatever's kind of going on, especially local. We like to tag the locality, like a lot of the localness, what's going on in the local areas. You know what I mean?
I like this.
We like to tag it. I see you, man. We got like, I kind of like to call this guy sitting next to me, I call him the boxer. The heck, the room gets real quiet. Like, what the heck? Well, and just, I mean, a great sense though. The boxer,
all over the place.
You are, and you're so good at that. And that is one of the gracious reasons that you're sitting at the table tonight, because you handle with such great force. I'd have to say that you take it serious what you touch. Would that not be right about you?
That's, yeah. We're going to be talking about a small town out in the south suburbs.
I'm going to, listen, I asked you a question. Wait a minute. You know what?
No.
You ran away from me.
I took it, didn't I?
You ran away from me. We'll get to that in a minute. There's so much to get out to you guys tonight. So much coming. So many to introduce. I haven't even told you who he was yet. And he went, look at, he's running. He's running to you. He's running. I want to run to you. He wants to run. Not quite yet, though. I need him to sit still. I don't even quite run yet. We need to break this thing down. It's kind of going to be some schoolmetry. What the heck did she just say? Schoolology.
Schoolology.
On some of what he's in the building for. I told you he's like the boxer. So he's got a real tight fighting type attitude about it. But the good thing about it is that he fight for that of the positivity, for that of like, give it to me, it's mine. If it's yours, go for it type of style.
Oh, yes.
This guy, he is big sitting there. You're like, man, is he the boxer? Like, what's going on? What is he coming with? Well, I do want to introduce him, and he's out of many different places. And one of the places, though, right now he's standing strong on. I want to just thank you for coming and being at the show. Larry. Can we introduce you, Larry?
Yes.
You guys give a hand for Larry. He's here tonight live. And some other good people in the building. I'm going to let them clap, and you can hear them in the building. You guys clap for that. Come on, they know you're about it. Larry, give your whole full name. We have to let you introduce your whole self.
Larry Stewart.
Okay. Ooh-wee. You come from where, Larry?
Sauk Village.
Ooh, so you guys know what time it is in the building, right? Let me hear you say Sauk Village.
Sauk Village.
Yeah. All right, that's what we covered tonight. Thank God. Oh, his mercy on us and the people. Oh,
you got to get to know what I'm talking about when I say Sauk Village.
Because you are talking some real to the like, I call you boxer for a reason. You got to fight.
Yeah, you got to fight
for your right.
For what you believe in and what you want. I'm fighting for a small community.
Okay.
30 years ago, we had a
30 years ago?
Yeah, I've been out there 30 years.
You were active, like, still in the boxer type style?
Oh, my gosh. I had to fight to get my kids grown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Larry, you look good.
Yeah.
I want to say that. Okay. Yeah. 30 years ago. Sauk Village, you guys. We're in Sauk Village right now. Again, the mic up.
Well, I'm facing 68 next week.
You're about to be 68 years old?
68 years old next week.
Woo-hoo, salute.
And, we still got a lot of things we got to bring back.
Okay.
We see our country being taken over from within.
Okay.
Our cities are being taken over from within.
Okay. You
our
say
people aren't getting together.
Okay.
From within.
Our country.
Oh, the whole
Tis
thing.
of thee. What a mess. All right. Pretty much that's what he's saying. We're sitting in one, whether it's hot or it's cold. It's a lot of mess going on, you guys. And tonight we're going to run over some of it, but we have been blessed by the honorary form of this night is like so good. I thank IntellectualRadio.com. I thank Earl the other Winfrey man, of course, for the dial of such the way. That's right. That's Earl Winfrey. He's the other Winfrey man. All right. Of the dial, 24 hours right here. You can feed your brain. IntellectualRadio.com. We're so honored to be able to share the hour. Like I said, every other Monday at 10 o'clock right here, the mic up. We are putting it out there, letting you know what's going on. And at this particular time, we're so proud to introduce The whole fact that it goes down. It goes down. Oh my gosh, this is big, huge noise, huge news. Look at me. I'm turning my tongue over, you guys. I have to do it. It's Latina Moore, you ready, honey? Here tonight. I'm so excited. This is a big thing. Yeah, it's a big guy at the table, true enough. And he's like the boxer. But Larry Stewart is coming in tonight with big news. He sent in very honorarily. He sent in through a party tonight, through the main party. You'll be meeting her tonight, and I'm so happy that she'll be able to be in the building in just a little bit. In fact, I think she shared some area in the building, but we can't get her to this camera quite yet. All right, but I do want you guys to give a warm and gracious welcome. As of course, you will be talking to look forward to speaking with Miss Linda Washington herself as she runs for mayor. She's the very first African American female to actually run with winning residents through South Village for mayor. This is an awesome thing. I want to celebrate this. Give her a hand. Come on, you guys. Everybody that's in the studio tonight. She will be up on the mic in a little bit. And that's a big deal to me. When you run with the people, you give the people an opportunity now, of course, the campaign pushing the speak up method. They have an opportunity to speak up and get it in, and put it out there. You guys, yes, any resident in Sauk Village right now, you are a winning resident at this particular time. And you're expected to be able to speak up tonight or follow the actual campaign. Voice your opinions. Of course, if you're on the site with us tonight, as you come onto the site, there's a shout box. You can go ahead and type in how you feel, what the feeling is, what it is that you'd like to talk about. There's also another guest. I'm going to introduce them tonight. They'll be along the board, and they've come out of Sauk Village just as well. And they actually hit on some of the dollars. They said, "Where's the money at?"
Where's the money?
Oh, now when when people start talking about their money, stuff like that go down. Like, it's like, man, I'm telling you, some serious stuff go down. So she is in the building, and we're going to introduce her as Miss Bernice. Finish the last name for me. What's that, Bernice?
Bernice Houston.
Houston. They all knew it. They started.
Houston.
They said she's brewing it up, and apparently that's what she does. And she's got a whole bunch of brewed material to run over with you guys tonight. We're going to get it in. You guys, we're going to make it happen. Again, it's in Linda Washington's honor tonight as she runs, the very first African American female to run with winning residents of Sauk Village for mayor. Clap her in.
Yeah, let's do this.
She'll be in a minute. We'll talk to Linda in just a few minutes to come. Larry, you're on the floor tonight, man. This is an honorary type of moment for you.
I like this. This is something new to me.
What's new to you, though, to sit in front of the mic and talk about?
To talk about things that I like to talk about. Like Linda ran for trustee 4 years ago. She won with a small ragtag team. She beat out 17 other independent people running as a collage. She beat them out.
Okay.
And she's a good
independent.
trustee.
She's made it already.
Yes.
And she became the trustee.
Yes. And so I'm backing Linda for mayor.
Okay. So you saw this happen. This has already happened.
I saw this and I see it going forward.
A beautiful thing. And, I do remember just right before Linda had become trustee, and I remember the run, how her spirit was. It was just so magnificent. I always called it, and just so powerful. I loved it. Her motivation would have you wanting to be a part of this. Like, yes, okay, well, when do we start? How do we do this? And it's so much that I've learned even from then up until now, because this must be a so much heavier climb. Would you say for Linda?
Yeah, it's
running for mayor with that of the winning. You have to go with this, the winning residents. This is.
Well, Linda has no real faults at this time. The opposition has a lot of faults, and you were going to talk about these things.
Okay, well, I can't speak of any of this. I love everybody. Hey, South Village, woo! Yeah. Love you guys. We are instructed to, though, of course, allow any of the voicing that needs to go down. Now, when you start speaking of problems and the opposition, what are some of the things that they're at fault for right now? You're saying that apparently they're at fault at point that you're saying that they shouldn't.
You're gonna have a guest on talking about.
You saying that they shouldn't be? That's what I'm asking. Well, we'll get her up when she comes up here, okay? I need right now, though, to get to what you're saying. You're saying that the opposition, in other words, is this opposition, is it fact that this is not a person that should be in position?
Bingo.
I mean, or is it just that you like Linda Washington so she gets your vote? I need it broken down because you came in boxer, Larry Stewart.
Most people become president or mayors or governors for the first time.
Okay.
For the first time.
We have something like that. That has just happened. Apparently, we got a first time.
First time.
In politics.
In politics.
Would you say that was Trump?
And you know what? In retrospect, Are we giving them a bad call in the first 100 days? That's a judgment call.
Well, in the first 20,
Oh,
wait
well,
a
the
minute.
first,
I can tell you about
yes.
some some of the sporadic, I call it, because it was scary. And at the same time, it was like out of nowhere, these different things that just started happening
You
or
know,
that he
but
is calling.
people don't take
But
chances.
that's a whole other thing right now.
Linda takes chances.
Okay.
She did that, she
Okay.
really didn't have a great chance of
Linda
winning.
Washington, we're speaking in her honor right now as she, of course, opens up the line press style so that the people are able to speak up because she's running right now for mayor with winning residents of Sauk Village. And that's a very grateful thing. She has so many different areas that she wants to hit on, of course, and be able to help the buildup of getting it to the levels of where, the residents, where it's, I mean, it's a great deal. But it's going to take everybody to do what it is that they need to do. And Larry has a little bit more of the breakdown before we bring up just little bits of Bernice and actually bringing Linda Washington up to the actual post. Larry, you felt that it was important, you know, um, in an area to break down the fact that Linda, her being in position, she made it. She got into the trustee position.
Yes,
She's there right now. You thought it
yes,
was great, and she did this on the independent side.
yes.
Okay,
She's very independent.
which is a beautiful thing.
She has her own mind. She goes her own direction.
Okay.
And yet, because she may not seem to be with you,
Mhm.
she's for you, and you may not even recognize it.
Just right on the side of the fact
Right?
that she's an independent lady. And that's a
Independent
great thing
lady.
to be
Yes.
an independent individual. I think I'd rather depend on that more so than a person that's not able to be,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, to hold their
Yes.
own. Like, I think that's a beautiful thing. But being independent has nothing to do with, we know, the union position that she would take becoming mayor. This is not
Another
something that
strong,
you do,
independent person.
but it's not something that you do really by yourself. Is it something that has been done in the tradition? Is that what the mayor has been like? Is that what it has been through Sauk Village to years back or so? Like, has it been done by themselves once they actually get into the office? I want to know, like this.
No, they get in through. They learn the people. Linda's definitely a people person.
I know that.
She's in the streets, in your face,
That's Miss Lady
at
right
your
there.
door. And I see this for the last 4 years. My gosh, she knows everybody.
So it's fair to say then for Linda Washington, because I just want to claim this state. I want to make sure that this state is claimed at this point, my only point on the mic. And that's all that
Go
I step
ahead.
away at this actual point. It is actually fair to say then that as Linda Washington runs independently for
Yes.
mayor of Sauk Village, it's a comfortable statement made that she's running with winning residents
Yes.
of Sauk Village. That is
Yes.
fair to,
Yes.
that's okay to say. It's safe to
Yes.
state that. Okay. Just saying. And
Yes.
so that opens it up then to those of any of you research that may reside in the Sauk Village land or areas, of course, as we'll speak. We come back in 2 weeks again. The floor here, you'll see the different the different pieces. Of course, as this piece may be moved around, you may not have watched this like right now tonight, but this information is accurate. It's available for you through the week. We'll be passing it out so that people will be reminded then. Larry Stewart, of course, the
Yeah.
boxer man of
Yeah.
this gracious thing. You're standing on it. You said
Yeah.
this is it. She's rolling in this, and you saw her roll into that first one. You say Miss Trusty. She is trusted, and she
Yeah.
would get your vote then as the mayor.
Oh yes. Oh yes. She's gonna get this. And with the time going forward,
Linda Washington for mayor. Go ahead.
already.
Go ahead, finish. I don't
Yeah.
want to cut you off.
Already.
You're so excited. You're fired
This
up.
is good. This is good. I
I-
like this,
Okay.
Lakina.
He's like, save some more of my energy. Save some more of me. Like, he's saying it's new now. Like we all get excited with the mic. The mic comes before us, and we get excited. And guess what? It's never stopped happening to me. And that's when I learned it was such a glorious thing that God has allowed me to be able to touch on. And I love them. And He gave it to us. He said, "The mic up." So this mic is actually up now. You guys, we're going to fluctuate the room in just a few more of some minutes. Larry, if there was some great shouts or some great honorary people that you would even name right now on behalf of even making it up into this day and time of even wanting to have a seat next to someone who is in politics. You don't exactly call yourself a politician. Would you call would we call Linda Washington? I need you to answer that. Would you call her a politician?
At this time, yes.
at this particular
Yes.
time.
I know what she's been through. I know who she puts herself out with.
Okay.
You just have to know her for herself.
I love her. I think I've never even really looked at her as a politician. That's
Come
a
on
such a thought
now.
because I looked at her like my girl. Like she's just, it's Linda. She's cool and that's the deal. But I guess at some point you have to be. She's been in state, she's been in position. It's a beautiful thing. Now you can actually state that she is
Yeah,
she's an actual politician. I don't know. Sometimes that's so scary, the rub and the
I
feel of that
think you're
sometimes
going to
to think
get
of a
that
person next
feeling
to
as
you
it
that
goes
they're,
along. You're hearing it
you know,
now. You're hearing it from a friend, I hope.
right. But she's a friend
Yeah, but then you're
style
hearing that
politician.
she,
I don't even look at her like that. I don't even think
believe me,
that
it's going to hit you.
her people, they don't look at her like that. But I mean, in a good way. No, they look at it like, like, oh yes, Linda, that's my girl. Because the first thing, I mean, so many of the residents, and I don't know, I don't live in Sauk Village, but the few of the different residents that I've asked many of the people that I've asked, that's all they scream Linda Washington. They don't even say it. They like, they're scared. Of course. Like, like I could almost give you up for asking, who else would get that actual vote or whatever, which is a great thing. That's so confident of, like, you know what I
10
mean?
weeks from today, it'll
Is
be
it
a
10
whole
weeks?
10. I'm going 10 weeks from today.
Okay.
There'll be a different tone about what we'll be talking about on this radio. She
All right.
will be appointed.
What would you say
mayor.
we'll be talking about 2 weeks from today? Because that's when
2
we're
weeks
coming
from
back
today.
to Holler. You're definitely coming back to Rock.
Oh, guess
What the business
yes, I
is.
gotta be here.
We may not even see Linda, you guys. This will be the night that you definitely want to get great looks in. You want to
Yeah.
holler. You want to see these points. You want to
I'm
definitely
definitely gonna
enjoy
do
having
this.
Linda here. But we'll be back in 2 weeks to have the stats brought upon. So
Yeah.
you can see what you can't see yet. What we'll be bringing back to talk about though yet.
In 2 weeks? No, I can't.
You can't say yet.
No.
All right. I'll leave it alone.
No.
Stop right there. We're about to bring the lady to the table. You guys help us
Here she
welcome
come.
her.
Give her a big hand.
That's right, Miss Linda Washington of Soul Village. Come on, Miss Linda Washington. For mayor, that's Linda Washington from mayor.com. That's Linda with a Y, Lynda Washington for FOR mayor.com. All right. You guys, that's Sauk Village. This thing is huge. I'm telling you, Linda, I kind of pictured this day finally that we'd be at this. I want to say the round table, but we're actually at the long table. It's so much work for you, huh, Linda? How are you?
I'm doing great tonight. First of all, I want to thank you, Latina.
Let's make sure your mic
radio,
is
honey.
good.
Want to thank you for the invite to invite us on tonight. And you have to excuse my voice. We've been running all day campaigning.
We love your voice.
And so thank you so much. I just want to thank all of you and your entire staff out here tonight for being so gracious to allow us to come on for a few moments. I'm not going to be before you very long.
You're so
First
sweet.
of all, I just want to thank you. You are a phenomenal woman. I think what you're doing is absolutely
Ooh.
needed in the community, just being able to be in a position where you allow people to come on and voice their different, political views as well as what they're doing in the community. Tonight, we're so honored to be able to be here by your special invitation
Thank you.
to let the residents know.
Yes,
in Sauk
yes.
Village that
Winning residents,
we
you
are
got.
effectively and officially on the ballot to run for mayor of Sauk Village.
Such
And just
blessing.
helping us to make that history, the first African-American female mayor when we win, if the residents elect us to win for mayor, which we feel very confident at this time that we will.
You have winning residents that are, and I mean, they're screaming your name already. Is this a beautiful thing? I'm just thinking and knowing that you're so very thankful on the behalf of that. You're such a hardworking lady. Go
Well,
ahead.
thank you. Thank you. We're humbled for all of the compliments. But I just really wanted to stress a few things tonight, if you would just allow me to.
Yes, ma'am.
Sauk Village is a beautiful place. It was once a great place to live in. Like other South suburbs, it's been going through some changes. The dynamics have changed. The demographics have changed. At this point, Sauk Village is in a slump, like most suburban communities are, but there is hope for Sauk Village, and our theme is believe again. We believe again that Sauk Village can actually turn around.
Okay.
We have a program that's coming up. I currently chair Neighborhood Watch. I've been doing that for 6 years.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
currently a first-term trustee. I've been a trustee coming to the end of my first term. I've also been a two-term commissioner for the Human Relations Commission, where our mission is bringing unity and diversity to the community of Sauk Village. That gives us a handle with the ministers, with the schools, with all the different entities, the library, and so it's just been a great run. Sharing Neighborhood Watch has been a very good platform for me to be able to reach out to residents, to talk to them one by one. I think it's essential that the residents have a handle on who's, who wants to be their mayor. We're not just talking from a back room, or we're not just sending people out to put literature on doors, but we're actually walking and talking. My team and myself, we are actually walking and talking and knocking on doors with the residents. So when I was approached by the residents to run for mayor, after, of course, praying and talking with my family and my pastor about it, I made a decision to do that 2 years ago. So from that day to today, it's just been a journey. Of course, it's going to be a fight. We're always
that you
fighting.
have not stopped. You're only working it harder every time I see you.
Every time you think you can slow down, you get hit against. You have to stay in the ring. You have to keep on boxing. You have to keep fighting.
And it's a tougher fight every time, isn't it?
It actually is. But you know what? We know that the bigger picture is in the end. When we can have approximately 1,700 youth that have nothing to do. We can have approximately 3,000 households that have no programs for the youth, for the seniors. When we are able to provide public safety. We've had some casualties in Sauk Village. We've had some pretty rough times, but if we can provide public safety where our residents can leave out of their homes and feel safer about being in their community, those are some of the things that's at the forefront of what we're trying to do.
So important.
When we take over office in approximately 6 more weeks.
Okay.
So with that being said and done, with that being said and done, we are just actually pushing for economic development. We need jobs in Sauk Village. We have a real serious issue with the water in Sauk Village. We had a referendum passed approximately 6 years ago to get Lake Michigan water. We are currently
Was that 6 years ago?
Yes, it's been 6 years since the referendum has passed.
So I remember
we are approximately 6 years.
Oh my God.
Yes, so we are actually trying to assist different agencies by making different appeals to them to give us, whether it's grant money or funding, whatever we can do to get Lake Michigan water for the residents of Sauk Village. It will be a very difficult thing to obtain, but we're very encouraged that it can be done. It's
you
not
guys are
grants.
Sauk Village is looking for grants and
we're looking for funding. We're looking for private donations, public donations, because there are millionaires all over the world. Everybody is not broke your radio. A lot of people have millions and millions of dollars. What's stopping a millionaire from out there listening to me tonight? Say, I want to help those people like in Flint, Michigan. Private donors gave. Public companies gave. We are not going to turn down no money for Lake Michigan water in Sauk Village. Whatever we can do to make it happen. I mean, we have that door open.
So, okay, I love that. I want to ask, is there a price? Has there ever been a price off for the water? Like what the water would actually cost to get it?
You mean to turn the village over?
To get the Lake Michigan water?
Approximately, it's a $20 million project.
Oh.
We have a very serious infrastructure program that we have to put in place so that we can be able to, change all the pipes under the ground. And the Sauk Village is only approximately 4.5 miles wide. So, I mean, it's big enough, but yet it's not where it's impossible for us to do it. It would take some planning, but more importantly than the water, that's one of our hot button issues. The mindset of the people there. We need to change the way that they feel about their community. Because a lot of times when you live in a place, if you don't feel good about where you live, then you won't do any better. But through Neighborhood Watch, we are able to actually touch every block, touch every house. And when you can feel about your block the way you feel about your house, and when each block can feel about their block the way they feel about their home, it'll change the entire community. So we are actually dealing with the concept of each one reach one, and it can happen. Yeah, I've seen it happen. The people are very excited. They are excited for this election to, continue the way that it's going now on into the
happen.
End.
They are ready to mark
excited
history.
About it. Yes,
this is going to mark history.
Be a history-making moment.
Yeah.
I sit back sometimes and I just think about as I'm walking and knocking on doors and I look at the youth and I talk to them and they tell me what they want. I look at the seniors, I talk to them, they tell me what they want. The residents have told me what they want. So, working with the residents, working with our state reps that we have for Sauk Village, the things that they want to see in Sauk Village, I think that we were in a situation where the previous administrations, I'll say from the current administration back, they were more lackadaisical about this is the way it's always been. So, I mean, why really change things? But things are not going to stay the same. We are going to, like a sheet on the bed, we're going to stir it up. We're going to make a whole lot of noise in Sauk Village. We have great plans and we are excited about where we live. And I think that's crucial for residents to love where they live, first of all.
You better.
Yeah, because I mean, some people, they don't. They talk about it so bad on Facebook. Every community is challenged with a person or a team of people that go on social media. They talk about your community.
But
they
that's
tear
the
it
whole
down.
thing, the team of the people.
Exactly.
See,
But when you have the majority that want to make change, change will happen.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're feeling good about that.
Yes.
You know, we've been endorsed by the South Suburban Sun
Oh yeah,
newspaper. I know
that
you were
was a
instrumental in making that happen. I'm going to give you some
thing.
shout outs for that, making the front page, making the inside cover. I don't know if they can see it, if I'm backwards or upside down, but we're on the front page of that paper. And
that was hot.
you know, we have a lot of literature that we've been putting out running. Just want to remind you the date for the election. It's going to be on Tuesday, April the 4th, 2017.
Oh, April 4th, 2017. Look at it. Oh, wow.
Yes. So if you want something to do and you want to come and volunteer and get with the winning team, Citizens to Elect Linda Washington for mayor, I would love to have you. I'm so grateful to be here on tonight. I thank you for that invitation of letting us come. Like I said, we're making our rounds. We're getting to the point now where we are getting to the end. And if I could just mention one more event that we have coming up.
Go ahead, sure.
Neighborhood Watch is sponsoring an event called Unity in the Community. What we're doing and our aspiration is to bring the entire family out to a family-friendly concert. It is a free concert, and we're going to have award-winning Daryl King with Stellar Award winning from 102.3 FM. They are hosting that show. It's going to be on Friday, March the 10th at 6 o'clock at Rickover in Sauk Village. It's a free concert. Anybody can come. There is no charge. And we're going to have the different schools represented. The different churches in Sauk Village will be represented. And just residents coming out. Some that can sing, some that think they can sing. You know, some that want to do poetry, or whatever they want to do. But it's going to be a night for the family. And this is a launching of what we're trying to do when we become mayor. To change, you know, some of the things that we haven't had there that I haven't seen since I've been to Sauk Village. You know, events quarterly where families can come out. If you bring the grandmother, the grandfather, you can bring the babies in the programs. You know, it's family friendly. That's what we need to do. We need to get out of the house. I have people that say, I haven't spoken to my neighbors. They don't even know my name. You know, that's bad.
Guys ever met? What?
On your block when you don't know your neighbor who lives next door to you, because this world is just so violent. People are so evil.
Everybody's locked in to their own world and just want to be safe. Everybody's kind of just thinking
absolutely.
So we want to break that chain, though.
Yes, we're trying to change the dynamics of that.
That'll be a blessing.
Because if you know that someone is watching you, it's going to make you feel a little bit safer. So in Neighborhood Watch, that's our perspective. Watch the house in front of you and watch both homes on the side of you. You need to speak to your neighbors. So with that being said and done, I just thank you for allowing me an opportunity to come on and speak with your audience tonight. Again, you are a beautiful person. I'm so glad to have you.
You're so
People
sweet.
don't know
You're
it,
beautiful
but
too.
you go far and deep. I'm not going to give you all those accolades tonight because you hate when I do that, but you are a great person, and I'm glad to have you as my friend.
Yeah, I love you too. You're a great friend. That's what I was saying. I thought that was so cool, the fact that I've never even looked at you like a politician. Like, that's funny even to think of Linda like a politician. But I mean, everybody has to do the job. You have to handle the job when you have that. But you know, friend is what you are, and a good deed of that. And I think that's once like these residents, and I don't even like to call them residents. They're not regular. They are winning residents. That's what they are. And they're going to make sure that they get in place what they want. And they're going to speak up for you.
And I need them too. I need everyone who lives in Sauk Village. I need everyone that knows someone that lives in Sauk Village
right now
to tell them to vote for Linda Washington for mayor. Get on the phone, call your friends, call
early voting. When is early voting?
Early voting starts March 21st.
March 21st, early voting. Cool.
And it runs, I think, for about a week.
We're going to have that all listed. We're going to be listing all that, right? We'll be listing all that.
We will, because we're in it to win it, and we are working hard. And I appreciate my staff. I would be remiss of me not to mention my staff. I have the greatest campaign staff. I mean, I have the greatest field reps that's out there knocking on doors. We're getting the literature out. We're down there. People are coming out the house. You know, it's rewarding because you get so much negativity. You know, you're
gonna get that and that and that and more of that.
The bad that's going on in Sauk Village, but when you walking out and people like, "Hello, how you doing? You got my support." I let Sauk Village know I want to be your mayor. I'm not playing about this. I'm real serious. I want to be your mayor. If you live in Sauk Village, I tell them, they're like, "You are gonna be my mayor. You want to be my mayor?" Yes, I want to be your mayor. And we laugh because I want people to feel happy about Sauk Village. And I want people to feel happy about me, because I'm gonna tell you seriously, when I talk to the residents right now, some of them don't even know who the current mayor is.
Right.
I said,
they're not involved at all. They're not involved. Wow, that's scary.
They're trying to describe what the mayor looks like. They'll say, "Oh, well, he looks like this," but they don't even know his name.
They don't even care.
They don't. I said, "Who are the trustees?" They don't know. They
Okay.
tell me we only see people during election time, but you come around and knock on our doors all throughout the year, on not only with Neighborhood Watch, but as a commissioner. So we want to keep the lines open with the residents. We want them to know and to feel that we have an open door policy at the village hall.
Mhm.
And if they'd like me to be the mayor, I want to keep that open door policy along with transparency. That's what we're pushing.
So may I ask, this is beautiful. You have broken it down so plain and simple. You made it so that everyone will understand now, but I want to bring it a little bit more to a simple, kind of simple form for those that may not have even understood that yet. Is it safe to say that you are this mark in history right now in your march? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited just thinking of this, like what this is. This thing is huge, like grande. It's going to be so big.
It really is.
You're creating the history. At the same time, you're begging for this change to appear. The people now you're asking, it's safe to say now that you are caring that these residents are involved now.
Yes.
That is a revolving act, and that's where you're at with this. That they will evolve now. That they'll be come into this together. They'll work the circle together.
Absolutely. I want a reciprocity with the residents of Sauk Village. I don't want to just give. I want them to give to the community too.
Okay.
Let's take our youth for an example. We have a community center. If we have programs, don't just tell me the youth are walking the streets, they're vandalizing homes, they're getting into mischief. If you're not willing to come and volunteer 1 hour a month
for the youth,
yes, we need the entire community. And we'll never get 100%, but I would be happy with 30% of men to be mentors to our boys. When boys see men, they know what it takes to be a man. To be a man, you got to see a man. We need ladies
examples
of elegance in a class to teach our young girls
what
how
a
to
lady,
be women, exactly,
a woman.
Yes, we need economic development to come to provide jobs to our residents.
Right.
We need quality programs for our seniors. Our seniors, they've raised their children. Now these young people, they go out and they leave them to babysit all weekend, all day.
Yeah.
No, that's not fair to them. They've raised their children. They deserve to come to their senior center and have quality programs to enjoy themselves, to play board games,
at this time.
do salsa dancing, or we need to
right.
provide quality programs for the seniors. We have to watch out for everybody.
So important.
But for me to be able to make that happen, I need people to support me.
Safety.
Not just at the polls, but after the election. That's what I'm going to really need people to step up.
You're on so many issues.
The community up.
You're on so many issues. You are working it. You're working it. And I guess then that would bring us next into, like you're saying there, that one issue that we know is real hard and bearing its red taped right now heavily with the water. We have to continue to come and pray.
We're going to keep working it.
Hopefully, if more, though, as you say, is that change is made, the involvement of the people, as more people are actually involved or get involved, I guess that could make some differences too, as you're begging for these grants and different things like that. Is that what it's going to take more of actual residents?
It's also going to take the government in Springfield. It's going to take our state reps to see our board working cohesively together. Because you have a divided board, and all they do is just continuously divide chaos. No one wants to invest money into a community that's dealing with that kind of governing. So we need a cohesive board that can at least intelligently talk to one another and have respect, a mutual respect for one another, to truly work for the residents and not have personal agendas and egos in place, that we can move the village forward. That's what it's going to take.
This is huge. This is huge. You guys will not be able to finish this tonight.
No, we won't.
That's not going on tonight. But Linda, you have just hit it. Ding, 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 ding. If I had the lottery, sit right there. Please don't move. If I had a lottery ringer or a bell right now, I'd ring it. Believe that, because you just said some things that just, this is it. And some of what you have would be the glue and the paste of pulling those things together. As you're saying, the board, if we have this divided board that's been going on for these so many years, of course, Springfield, they're not respecting what they're looking at than what they're seeing. They're sit that on the side. There's no funding room. There's no none of that. They're playing. They're not even, they're not even working together. So why do we even care to even touch that board there? Because we're going to bring up a young lady next. I want you guys to be in tune with Miss Bernice. She will be coming up in just a minute, you guys. And she's got some of that. She said the people are asking, where's the money at? She wants to hit on that issue of this water thing and what has been happening over in the Sauk Village area. But Linda, I just want to say, gosh, are we grateful? God is good. We want to continue to pray and have you continue to pray and do whatever you have been doing for you to saw and be able to see what he saw for you in your vision for this here.
Well, I appreciate the invitation, and we're humble.
Oh, this is crazy.
And we're just believing God that we're going to work
big.
hard. We're not going to stop working until 7:00 on election night. We're going to be working
right.
and knocking
She
on
is
doors.
not playing. If you want to work at the poll, right?
Washington for mayor.
Are you looking for people right now still to volunteer?
Absolutely.
Okay, tell them how to reach you. That's so important. Real quick, please.
708-359-2746. Again, 708-359-2746. You can call me right now at that number. Citizens to elect Linda Washington for mayor. We have a special spot just for you.
Yeah, because you're a winning citizen. You are, and especially that special spot right now. We want to make the announcement, the fact that you will be able to be entered on her office. She has a new digital office, by the way. That's LindaWashingtonForMayor.com.
Yes.
We want to put their names up. They're winning residents. Your residents are winning residents.
Yes, they are.
You're the first one to have this run. This is
grateful.
Not a joke. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
On election night, I want you to be there. You got to be there on election night because we're going to make so much noise. They're going to hear us in Springfield.
Yeah, I have to
We're going to be honking horns and screaming all night long.
I've never had a chance to do something in Springfield. Heard me from all the way here. Are you serious? Oh, Springfield!
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes!
So exciting.
Woo! Yes, La Primavera. First time we'll do it. Love it. All right, that's what's up, y'all. Let's get it. It's going down. Give her some love. Yes, Miss Linda Washington. From here on out, it is her that is open a campaign, giving you a chance to speak up, winning residents of Sauk Village. Thank you, Linda. In your honor, they'll be checking back in 2 weeks.
And God bless America, and God bless Sauk Village.
And you guys, she wants you to know if you got comments or anything like that, you can make them. Of course, things will be able to be stressed and talked about again in just 2 weeks from today. We'll be back. Okay. And next Monday in Linda's honor, I'd like to bring up a lady for about the good 5 or 10 minutes before we roll out the show. Now, this is hot. It gets hotter, gets hotter, gets hotter. The boxer is still in the building, Mr. Larry. He's going to come on up here. But before we bring Larry back, I want to bring this lady up, Miss Bernice, please. Please help us welcome her. That's Miss Bernice Brewer. Always brewing it up. No, hold on a second. You are something else. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I knew this was going to be something at this table. Hold on. I was waiting for this one. Okay, now wait a minute. Brewer is your last name?
Brewer.
I cannot believe that is so darn crazy, because you know what that sounds like?
What?
You brewing some stuff up. Look what you brewed up. Put that up. Try and get that up to the camera here. Come on, show that. Show that off real quick. Come on. Oh my gosh.
Money? Yeah.
Look at this lit. How serious is that? Sauk Village residents want to know
where is the money?
Where
3 million.
Where is the money?
Yeah.
$3,837,756. Why do they want to know where $3 million, the $250,000 is? Because it's a $20 million that's needed to actually fund the project. That's what we need to get the Lake Michigan
we have
water,
to start
right?
somewhere, so we need to know where this is at, so we could add on to it to get that
that's
20
true
million.
faith. That's 20 million. That's expected to. That's what's needed to actually have the water.
Yes, it's estimated 20 million.
All right, hold on. We're gonna jump fast, a little fast speed here, real quick, because I just want to get to that particular. But then you're stating in that now, where's that $250,000 at? What do you mean? Where'd that come from?
Well, 1.8 million of it is they just took it from the water fund. They said they were going to pay bills. However, the agent report hasn't been reduced, so we really don't know where that money went.
You just explained that real fast. Perfect. We're gonna go right back to that in 1 second. Hold on 1 minute. I want you to give them just a little bit of some of your history, because you do not sit in a current any of these positions yet. Where do you, because you continue to roll. I've seen you continuously going at it to get this and make this happen. How many years ago did you just run for mayor? You had a run.
Well, I ran for mayor in 2013, mayor of Sauk Village. I was running with a slate at that time.
Did you run independently then? Because now you're on an independent run.
We'll
get to that in a second.
Now, yes.
Let's get to what you did then.
Okay.
You did not run independently. How did you run in 2013?
I ran with a slate.
With a slate.
A slate means
explain it. Explain to me.
Trustees, you know, who all the candidates that wanted to be trustee, and also a person that wanted to be mayor. That includes.
So you had it was a couple of people.
Yes.
That you were running with.
Right.
Is there anything with saying a name? Is that okay right now? Could you mention who some of those people were that you were running with?
Oh, Francine Anderson, Tariq, Mohammed, I think his name was.
These are some of the people
you were running. I were running with now.
Okay, and where are they now?
Well, they're still in the village. Most of them are.
Are they running, or have they run from this?
They run from it.
Okay,
all except for Francine.
I'm sorry. I mean, the real is the real. Is the deal.
Yeah.
Okay, because we actually, some of us, we stay to get it to where we want, but we love that sort of respect, except for Linda Washington. I love that deal with Linda Washington and her stunt, her keep going, the motivation to roll. Like it's not, nothing scary yet. Ain't no stopping. You dig? And apparently you have been stumping.
Yes.
To get into something. So,
well,
give it to us.
Okay. Well, I could tell you a couple of things, though. I'm running as an independent candidate for Sauk Village trustee. I've worked on several different projects. First, before I get to the water, can I run through 2 things?
You asking me what I already told you to give them real quick. You've been stumping. So
Okay.
give us your stump real quick.
My stump is we have run.
We saw you did it. You've run already with the
We,
group, and now you're coming back independently. Let's
right.
go.
Okay.
Why? How?
Okay, we have run the race, and now we're back in the senior center.
Who is we? Because you're running independent.
We as residents. When I say we are referencing, I mean we residents. I'm a people's advocate. I'm ready.
So you're running for the people then?
For the people.
Okay.
No other. I could work with any mayor that gets elected.
Okay.
My thing is running for the people. There has been no advocate out there for the people. People come in and tell them what they want or what the problem is, and nobody ever addresses.
And that's all that you'll mean is for the people. That's
for the people.
That's what you see, because you're stipulating that change is what's needed initially in this whole ring of
Well, you know,
right
the
now. That change is
needed because people need to address what it's supposed to be about the people. It's all about the people. So right now, they do their own ego thing, and the people are being ignored. They use that money as their own personal ATM, and
we say they. I love to hear you guys say they. This is so awesome. It's so cute. It's kind of like the mask.
Okay, the current administration,
the legal mask. We're gonna get to that. Hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
You say they and all those different things, but again, I don't want to skip the fact of the point that we're trying to get that answer right now. I want to hear what you feel in the area of. Do you think that change is the answer?
Change is the answer. Change is the answer. Yes. Because the current administration, they have been up there for the last 11 and 12 years. Okay. Nothing has changed. All you do is ride through Sauk Village. You see that doesn't look like an $8 million town, which we're budgeted for every year. Okay. So something has to be done. Where's all the money going? Okay. You asking about the money at the same time you said you care about the people. Mm-hmm. All right. Ooh, those things are, I don't know. Which end do we fly on? Because this is the people's money, this $250,000. Yes. We want to know what's going on with our money. We have.
How did that get to the state? That $250,000, we need $20 million to get the substance.
Well, that hasn't, those are two different things. That has nothing to do with
We need $20 million.
Right. But we have to go out and get loans.
Where'd that go? This is the question.
This is, this $3.8 million is money that actually the residents have paid in for different.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Okay.
We have already paid it, but for some reason they can't account for it. Like for instance,
was that money paid all for water?
No,
that was all that money was
only
paid
1.8 million of it was paid for water. We don't know where it's at.
Okay, so
1.8 million is for water. We got $21,000 that the village treasurer walked off with. He was charged, with a felony for that.
So you know where that money is at. That money was flawlessly used. That money is gone.
Are we going to come back and get it? We have
you got the wrong person in position. Yeah. Obviously, like you keep saying, the administration is messed up there.
We have $424,000 that's missing from the garbage collection. They allowed a vendor to come in and shake us down for that money, so we got to repay that money, although we didn't paid it already.
I love this. We're coming back because the specifics of the dollars and its amount, we're gonna have to come back. We're gonna take more time for that. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Okay. I want to get back to that. We'll get on the specifics in itself, what those dollars actually, where they're at, the particulars, like you were breaking it down.
Yes.
But before we get back to that, I do want to let them know. I want to go into the general thing though, that you're stating. The change is necessary. The administrative department they've had has been messed up. I want to know now, you're coming in. I want to know the strength of you being able to come in. What are you going to mean to this administration? Like what strength, what area, how strong can this, how effective will you be? Can this be to the people of you coming in with the makeup that's already in here? How do you feel? It has to be some type of, because you're coming in, you're one-sided, you're independent, so you don't ride with anybody. We know that, but we all know this is a 3-on-3 basis to get that one that deal made or the higher number win.
Well,
right?
one of the biggest problems with Sauk Village is there's no transparency. The residents don't really know what's going on. So my job, and my job is to let people know that if you're paying $1, you want to know what happened to your dollar. So we need to know why this dollar was spent that way. And nobody's telling us. There's no respect or anything. So the thing is, we need a people's advocate for the residents of Sauk Village to find out what's wrong with their tax dollars or why we can't resolve this contamination of the water issue and stuff. Nobody's telling us anything.
And as a trustee, you're going to be able to give them this.
Yes.
As a trustee in your position.
Yes.
You're going to be able to secure these positions or that need of them.
Yes and no.
How do you do that as a trustee?
Well,
securing that, being that vote that you only hold.
That's what I have to get other people on to be like-minded like I do. Say we got this issue here.
Where are these other type of people at that would be able to be in such an influence?
They're, you know, you got to learn how to work with people. That's the whole thing.
Who are these?
We have 6 other. We have 5 other people that's running for trustee.
Okay.
You know,
so those are the people you would hope to get to.
Right. And
I generally with you.
Right. And I generally get along with everybody. Yes. And if we know the issues, we could deal with them instead of not knowing and speculating and all this sort of stuff.
So again, it keeps coming down to, oh, God, is he so good? I'm telling you, it keeps coming down to the residents is going to win this.
That's right.
The winning residents, you guys. I just want to say that tonight. And all of these gracious people are coming in. She wants to get our numbers. She want to specify that. She want to get on specifics of the numbers for you. Linda is taking that general whole hog saying, you know, they got to do it on the senior area. We've been doing it. The safety's been twirling. It's been going on. The youth is what's so in need. The programs. This thing is huge, you guys. There has to be change. The change is what is going on. I believe that what we've heard tonight has been so educational. I thank God for like just the information that was sent and learning what Sauk Village is going through right now. And I see that Sauk Village can use some involvement. We are going to pray for the involvement for the neighborhood, the area, the youth, that we'll be able to have, there'll be more touch in this city. There needs to be more touch in this city. It needs to be a little bit more personalization. It's going to be a little bit more than politicizing. It's going to take some more spiritual touch too. And I'm sorry I said that. Thank you guys. I love you. I'll never be sorry to speak that, but however you take that, you know, God, he is that who reaches
residents need the more. Residents need to know they'll be more involved if they know.
You know. I don't know another way. You did. God is so good. I want to thank him. I want to thank you for coming on tonight. You're so sweet.
Thank you.
You be breaking it down. I love you, lady. You put it out there. You took your glasses off tonight. You know what? You showed me a whole nother face tonight. You said, you know what? Hey, I'm human too. Because you know what? She'd be so headed. She'd be strong headed. And that's how you have to be. You got to march. I love that. And I love it. And look, she's marching side along Linda. Go ahead. She independent. Linda independent. Everybody independent. But we cannot win it without the other. Right,
guys, without the residents.
All right, let's get it down. Bless you guys for tonight. We'll see you in 2 weeks, right back here on the mic up, IntellectualRadio.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. I'm sorry. The other one for that. I didn't say that tonight.
Okay.
I'm supposed to say that usually, but you guys have me going tonight, man. These are some heavy points. I swear. This is beautiful. Thanks you guys so much. The boxer man, Larry, you want to swing in and say hi? Oh, he ain't swinging tonight. He said you'll be back in 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
All right, 2 weeks. He just made that threat. That's the boxer. On Linda Washington, in her honor, she is opening up for the winning residents of Sauk Village. You guys, she's letting it the opportunity for the residents to be able to speak up. Love you guys. Adios.